Let's take a look at this interesting SAT math geometry problem. So in the xy plane, there's a equation given. It's an equation of a circle. That is then inscribed in a square. So what is the perimeter of the square? So let's go ahead and write our equation down here, and then the strategy is to complete the square, to bring it into a formula, circle formula that we can find the radius from. Okay, so let's work with x squared minus 10x. So this is the b term for the x squared minus 10x. So b by 2 whole squared, that gives us the term we have to add and subtract to make this into a perfect square trinomial. In this case, b is negative 10. Negative 10 by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25. In the same way, y squared, the b term is negative 6. So b by 2 squared is negative 6 by 2 squared. So that's 9. So we have to add and subtract 9 in order to make this into a perfect square trinomial. So let's go ahead and do that in the next step. So x squared minus 10x plus 25, this minus 25, and then y squared minus 6y plus 9 minus 9, and then we equals 47, which we brought to the other side. So the idea is to write this into this formula. A minus b whole squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, which is a perfect square trinomial formula. So this we're going to write as x minus 5 whole squared, and the y squared minus 6y plus 9, we're going to write y is our a, 3 is our b term because 3 squared is 9. So y minus 3 squared is y squared minus 6y plus 9. So we're going to write this as y minus 3 whole squared. Okay, now we are still left with negative 25 and negative 9. So we're going to add those together. That's negative 34. Bring it to the other side like we did with 47. So that makes it 34 plus 47 is 81. So now we have it in the x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal r squared form. H and k is the center of the circle, and r is of course the radius. So r squared is 81. So r radius is 9. Okay, so now let's go ahead and inscribe the circle in a square. So this is our circle with radius r. We put it in a square, so radius is 9. So the diameter is what? It's going to be 18. So the squares have the same side, 4 similar sides. So 18, all of the sides are 18. So perimeter is going to be 18 times 4, which is equal to 72. And that is our correct answer, which is represented in choice C here. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye. So here's a Desmos solution here for us. So I just put the equation exactly how it was in the problem, and when we did that, it gave us this circle. Now, if you were to click the extremes of both sides to get the diameter of the circle, you'd get the 0.512 and 5 negative 6. Okay, and you can basically find the radius by doing this distance within Desmos itself. But we don't even need to do that. In this case, we just need to see that the y value here is 12, the y value negative 6. So the difference between them is 12, and the actual absolute distance between them is going to be 18 units. So now the circle is inscribed within the square, so the square sits here. So each side of the square is equal to the diameter of the circle, which is 18. So the perimeter of the square is going to be 18 times 4, which is going to be 72. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know if you're interested in my Patreon SAT ACT mastery course. So Patreon / inspirational STEM. All right, have a nice day. Bye.